The Troy City mayor promising a new city hall in the year 2027. However, as News 10's James De La Fuente has learned, the landlord of the current location says not so fast. The city apparently missed the deadline for early termination of the lease agreement.
I support it completely.
We do need a new city hall, yes. Although where it is, it's convenient.
And they'll be getting one, according to Mayor Carmela Mantello, saying she'll make her announcement on the location in the coming weeks. Mantello claims the city is getting out of their lease early and moving on. However, lawyers representing the landlord of the current City Hall building say differently.
There was a very specific provision included that requires City Council to approve a new site before the early termination provision could be effectuated.
City Council President Sue Steele said the council is in the dark.
We have not been made aware of any location. The whole process regarding City Hall has been shrouded in secrecy.
Attorney Mike Macomber, who represents First Columbia, the city's landlord, tells me the mayor failed to meet deadlines for early termination and is still on the lease until 2029.
It's a legal phrase. That condition precedent hasn't been met, and therefore the early termination, it was a one-time early termination up until June 1st. That date has now come and gone. They may be obligated to be paying lease payments to First Columbia while they look for a new site.
The mayor's office saying the city of Troy has lawfully and timely exercised its option to terminate the lease. But the back and forth has some Trojans in the caller city concerned.
I think Troy, being the prominent city that it is, should have a one location that says this is Troy City Hall, this is where you can go to get this stuff done. It doesn't make sense to have two spots like that.
Change is good, obviously, but if she's proposing a new building and more beneficial, and there's also always like loopholes with lease agreements. I actually know that personally. I've had my own issues with that. So there probably is some way for her to get out of it.
The city claims to be moved into the new City Hall by January 1st of 2027. Reporting in Troy, James De La Fuente, News 10